Ari S reporting for Kids First, and today I'm here at the Mabel in Beverly Hills Hotel to interview Daniel Chong and Nicole Grindle about their new film, Hoppers. Nicole Grindle can be seen in Pixar movies and animations, and Daniel Chong can be known as the creator of We Bear Bears. Be sure to check this film out when it releases March 6, 2026. I'm Ari Schuster, and I'm from Kids First. I first wanted to start off by saying I love Bear Bears, and I love Pixar, all the Pixar movies. I grew up watching those with my brother, so I really love those.
Thank you.
Anyways, Mr. Chong, what was the very first spark that inspired Hoppers?
Well, there are these documentaries where, maybe you've seen them, where they put robot animals into nature. And it's like to kind of spy on them, get an inside look in the animal world. They have like cameras in their eyes. And if you just imagine, like, what if you took that technology and it was so good, nobody could tell they were fake. So that was the initial sort of jumping off point for this movie.
Yeah. And I wanted to ask you, Miss Grindle, why was the beaver the right choice to anchor this world?
Well, as it turns out, beavers represent the idea of building an environment that's good for everyone. They're ecosystem engineers. They promote biodiversity. They build these ponds that help save the areas from mega fires. They let other animals sometimes live in their lodges. And what that symbolizes is something that I think Mabel intends to promote. She just doesn't know the right way to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, and obviously this movie is about nature, is about animals. So has this movie brought you closer to nature or any animals?
Yeah, we went on a couple research trips, and one of them was to Yellowstone National Park, and it was amazing. You know, it was really life-changing, and I think we had some guides that really kind of walked us into what it feels like to be among animals, to be respectful of that environment, and also to stop and listen, you know, which is a part of Mabel's lesson of how she learns to love nature. Yeah. So that was a very eye-opening experience. Yeah,
of course. And how did you guys balance humor and the emotional depth of the story?
Well, I would say humor came first.
Yeah.
We spent a lot of time laughing, and then over time we had to think about what is it that Mabel's journey is about. And I think as we dug deeper and deeper and deeper, we tried to figure out why people should be on her side. You know, we showed her as a kid. You know, we showed her with her grandmother. That helped us all invest in who she was. That's where we got the heart. But initially, we were just laughing a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you said something about heart. What do you feel? What moment in the movie did you feel like will grab everyone's heart, will make everyone emotional, will make everyone just... That's why they watch a movie, you know?
There's a moment where King George and Mabel start seeing eye to eye, and they kind of reconcile with each other. And it just feels very heartwarming, especially for Mabel, who's a character who's been alone for most, after her grandma passed, and she's just looking for connection. And when she finally gets that, I do feel the audience will really feel that warmth.
Yeah. And how did the story evolve from early development to the final version?
It was a long journey. It took 6 years to make this movie.
Whoa.
Yeah, whoa.
Yeah. That's a long time.
It's a big commitment because animation takes a long time, writing takes a long time. You know, it's a big story.
Yeah.
And, I remember originally we wanted a movie that was going to have the animals or the characters go all around the world. You know, I always thought of it almost like a spy thriller, where a person is kind of going to different, areas all over the world. But it got too big, so I think we had to figure out how do we kind of localize the story in a smaller area but still have a lot of crazy stuff happen. So it just, it was a very long process over the course of those 6 years, just trying to hone the story, hone the characters and the relationships and the themes. And you just have to get a good team around you that loves the movie as much as you do and wants to contribute to it and make it theirs too.
And that's how long it usually takes? It's about 6 years to make a movie?
It depends.
Or depends?
An original film is going to take a lot longer than a sequel because you have to create the world and the characters. It takes a while to figure that out.
Yeah. And lastly, what was your guys' favorite scene or favorite shot to animate into film?
We have a scene where the insect prince, his name is Titus, goes into his pupation period. And it is to me, the animation in that is some of the funniest stuff I've ever seen. So I really love that moment.
Yeah, well, that's all I have for you guys. Thank you so much.
One more thing I
go
want to
ahead.
say
Yes.
is I think it's really important that people go out and see the movie in a movie theater, because I think another theme is that people are on their phones so much and they get lonely. And I think if people go to a movie theater and see it together and laugh together, it's going to help people overcome those feelings.
Yeah, exactly. I really loved watching it in the theaters, and I thank you guys so much for your time. I will definitely go rewatch it when it does come out in theaters.
Thank you.
I thank you guys. Thank you to Mr. Chong and Mrs. Grindle for speaking with me today. It was truly an honor. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Ari S, reporting for Kids First. Be sure to like and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss my next review or interview or those of my amazing team members. See you next time.